All right, cool. all right. Good.
All right, miniature episode right here while we test.
Yes.
I'm good. Been kind of busy this week, but doing good. How are you?
Are you a crypto millionaire yet?
Oh my God. Cryptos, I don't know. I get anxious when Bitcoin pumps.
Yeah.
And that's what it's been doing. So
yeah.
It's just you see the entire crypto Twitter go crazy and get all stoked on everything, and I don't feel that way, and it just makes me annoyed. So
yeah, there's something about there's something about the blind excitement that really unnerves me, and it's kind of like I could never really be part of certain like cliques when I was a kid, just because, you know, they'd all, like, half the kids would laugh at a joke that they didn't think was funny just because they were following along and they wanted to be cool. And I always just kind of was like, God, it's so, I don't like, it's embarrassing.
Especially in Twitter. Especially in crypto Twitter, because everyone's trying to build some persona and get followers, and it's even quantifiable now, in the sense that, like, you have a little number that says how many people are paying attention to you. Yeah. So if you know that, like, all you need to do is say, hey, let's pump this shit to, 300,000 or whatever, and then you're guaranteed a certain number of likes. Yeah, it's pretty watered down.
And to
pretty
see
diluted.
And to see Elon Musk do it, it's just like, it's just so embarrassing.
I was talking to Noah today, and he was saying, what should I write about in my blog? And I was like, well, you haven't talked about crypto in a while. There's, your last time we talked about crypto, you talked about Bitcoin, but you would probably be interested in Ethereum and DeFi stuff, at least conceptually. And he was like, yeah, I should write about crypto. And then I had to remind him that, like, the other reason that a bunch of people in crypto like Noah is because when Noah talks about Bitcoin, it's like legitimizing it in some way. Yeah. Because we always have to deal with the fact that it's embarrassing as fuck to, like, say that you're interested in crypto, because there's the most embarrassing, the cringiest people are talking about it. Like Elon Musk is saying cringy stuff about Dogecoin and Bitcoin, and it's embarrassing.
And it's embarrassing when the leaders about chicks, like, bending over and getting fucked in the ass. It's like, what the fuck, man?
It's like definition toxicity. Yeah. And then, like, when the people that are being looked up to in your space are, Michael Saylor, I was listening to an interview, and he said, the problem is I just have too much stuff, and, like, I'm trying to do something that involves less stuff. And Bitcoin is kind of like that for me right now.
Oh, God.
It's like I couldn't believe he actually said that. But yeah, when the people that are being looked up to in the space are Michael Saylor and Elon Musk. Oh, yeah, everyone goes crazy when Elon Musk, tweets some garbage meme with this profane.
Yeah. And I wonder if he's just feeling depressed and shitty about his life, and so he's like, and this is a quick dopamine hit of attention, because they seem very sporadic and kind of happen usually in the middle of the night.
Yeah, it seems like he's either high or just lonely. He's like, let me go play with some of those crypto Twitter idiots. Yeah. They at least give me some attention whenever I want it.
Oh, man. And it's just like, the shift of, like, this, I don't know if it's just a meme or whatever, but, like, have you heard, like, everyone's going to Miami or something like that? I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Everyone's checking out Miami and buying stuff in Miami and moving to Miami. And it's just like, you guys.
Oh, yeah.
It's already underwater half of the year. It's already like 2 feet deep of water. What are you
So
gonna do? Like,
so are you talking about like the exodus from the Bay Area and other cities? Like, oh, let's go to Florida and Austin and Miami. Is that what you're talking about?
I guess, yeah. I just been I've been
Uh-huh.
hearing like VCs talking about Miami. I'm just like, okay, you realize it's gonna be completely underwater in about 10 years, right?
Well, right now, there's like it's a hot topic is this exodus from Silicon Valley and where everyone's going to go, where all these VCs are packing up to. I mean, it's like there's dumb blogs about it in write ups, people talking about how Austin is going to be the next Silicon Valley or 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 yeah these places. Which I think is kind of a weird thing to get all excited about. Like you're going to go build another Silicon Valley in Miami, which Miami is not a good place to move to.
No.
And Austin, I mean, I don't know. And this is, everyone is, I just thought everyone was supposed to be moving remotely. I thought we were supposed to spread out, not
Yeah.
just go infect another place.
Well, and also it's like
But
you're picking a city that's already completely overcrowded and has some of the worst traffic in America right now. The
I
traffic
can
is
only
so
imagine.
bad in
I can
that
only
city.
imagine.
They spent the last like 3 years trying to build out a ton more freeways and this and that in Austin just because it's so overcrowded and they don't have the infrastructure to handle it. They don't have any mass transit outside of shuttle buses. They say they want to build some kind of trains or something like that, but they don't have anything yet. And so if there's going to be like a mass exodus to Austin, I guess that's not the right word. It's not exodus. It's what's the opposite of exodus?
It's a,
Um,
it's a migration, I guess.
yeah, a mass migration to
Mhm.
Austin is going to be like I
It's
don't.
just the rich people.
Yeah, and I think that's what's frustrating is and I think some people in Austin know it just because housing prices are expensive in Austin. But I think a lot of people I think people in towns that haven't experienced it yet think it's cool to have these rich people move there, but they don't realize that those are the people who destroy cities. Like those are the people who destroyed New York. New York's kind of like a dead town now.
Is it?
It's
I don't know.
yeah.
I haven't
Well,
been
I
there in a
mean,
long time.
you
COVID
have
has probably
these.
destroyed it.
No, I mean, like that's I mean that's a 1 year thing, but like no, for the last 10 years, it's been a place where artists can't afford to live anymore. So
Right.
the only
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
and so you have these brand new buildings that go up, and they're only 10% full of
Uh
people,
huh.
and so all the small business owners who opened up businesses below it, thinking it was going to be packed, there's nobody there. They're all sold. Nobody lives in any of them, and they're like these
Hmm.
ghost buildings that China has their ghost cities, and New York has some ghost buildings, and it's just like I don't know. I mean, I just
Hmm.
I don't have a problem with people being rich. I have a problem with people being rich and insecure and doing stuff like, let's move to a new city and because maybe if I run away from my old city, I'll be a different person. And it's like, no, dude, it doesn't change.
Hmm.
You're still a loser, or you're still an asshole, or
Well, let's see. So it's December 22nd today, and we just found out that stuff about XRP or Ripple, which is, and this is actually pretty interesting. So it turns out that XRP, uh, the coin made by Ripple Labs or whatever,
yeah.
could is possibly going to be considered a security by the SEC. But this is in a document that was released by Ripple. Like Ripple put out this thing and said it's possible that the SEC is going to call us. So this is weird, Michael. I don't get this. The SEC hasn't said anything. They're not being sued. There's no lawsuit. There's no allegations. There's nothing. It's just a document that Ripple put out. Right? Am I wrong? I thought that's all it was.
I thought today they did say they were. Hold on, let me go to my computer because now I was going over it all today, and every single article says SEC is suing Ripple.
Okay. This reminds me of one of those crypto news events where everyone talks about something that's going to happen, and it turns out that it's completely bullshit. And like SEC hearing or whatever that's supposed to take place on October 23rd that everyone talked about like last year. So I don't know. These rumors fly in crypto, man. So we should get to the bottom of this before we start talking about it like it's a thing.
So here's CoinDesk. CoinDesk says MoneyGram takes wait and see approach as SEC sues partner Ripple.
Okay, I don't trust that at all.
Well, I mean,
did the SEC actually sue Ripple?
The SEC alleged in a case filed Tuesday that Ripple used XRP, the cryptocurrency two of its founders created, to conduct an ongoing 1.3 billion sale of unregistered securities. So yeah, they filed it today. SEC is officially suing them.
Okay, so they filed a thing today that they're going to sue them. Okay, well that's pretty bad.
Yeah,
that's not good.
And that's why it's dropped. How much today? Hold on, let me find it.
I'm surprised it's been dropping for a while. I think it's probably dropped another 10% today, but that's not good. So, I don't know what they're going to do because so here's the other thing about.
Hold on, really fast.
Ripple.
December. Oh, so November. Just before December, it hit over 80 cents, and now it's down to 36 cents.
So just last week, or maybe it was this weekend or something, but Ripple published their huge white paper documents for their Flare network, which is basically just a big smart contract DeFi network.
Yeah.
And I was surprised to see that because I thought that Ripple, being one of the original sort of altcoins, that they'd be a little more creative in their approach to scaling and expanding, because those documents that said all the DeFi elements that they're going to have on the Flare network were like taken straight from all the Ethereum DeFi projects. Like couldn't no creativity in there at all. Just the exact same things, just Ripple branded.
Well, I mean,
and
isn't Jed McCaleb the brains behind the XRP? And then when he moved to XLM, there's not really much left going on at XRP, and they're the new Tron at that point, right?
They really are. But
copy paste.
I was thinking the fact that they're like the number 3 crypto, they've been around for a long time. Like Brad Garlinghouse or whatever his name is, like, I don't know, for some reason I wanted to give him a little bit of credit. Maybe because there's so many people in the crypto space, especially on Twitter, that call XRP garbage. So I'm thinking like, maybe it's not really garbage. Maybe there's some use for it. Maybe some banks will use it. But I think I might be wrong. I think it might just be garbage.
Yeah.
Which makes crypto even more confusing because depending on your bubble, the thing that everyone is saying might actually be true.
Yeah.
So
did I tell you what happened?
Make sure your bubble's really wide.
Yeah. I was shooting this commercial.
Because I think there's probably more. Yeah.
I was shooting this commercial 3 years ago, and one of the like executive producers or whatever, we're talking, and he's like, "Oh yeah, have you heard of this thing called Ripple?" And this was when Ripple had gone down from it had officially peaked about 3 weeks earlier, and it was going down. And I was like, "It looks like it's run its course, man. You should probably sell." And he's like, "Oh no, I got in at the top, but I think it's going to go even higher." I was like,
"I got in at the top,
dude." And he's talking about like CNBC and all that got him into it. And I was like, "Bro, you should really, if you're obviously not in the space, and you're getting advice from CNBC." You don't understand market cycles. You don't understand pumps. You don't understand any of this stuff. You need to sell and take the loss. And I can see, like, he's some like 28, 30-year-old guy, and he's got a wife and kid, and he probably put like 5 or 10 grand in there or something like that. I'm just like, oh no, he's gonna fucking lose all of it.
There's still an Uber driver out there telling everybody who gets into his car to buy Ripple. Well, what I don't understand is like, so So, everyone in my bubble will call XRP garbage, but there must be a lot of people who actually do swear by it. There must be a lot of like XRP fans. I just don't follow any of them.
I don't think so.
You don't think there are? I mean, there must be. There must be like the XRP crazy people. Like
I think
thought there would be a lot
some, but I don't think there's a lot.
Because otherwise, how could they be such a big project and such
Bots.
Yeah, you think so? Maybe it is,
Yeah.
and maybe those bots just sort of run a little cult, and that. All right, then. So we've got that's the keyword crypto take on Ripple. It's a bunch of bots and billions of dollars, and then like one or two figureheads that will talk about it as if it's a real thing.
I mean, when you look at Brad Garlinghouse, that guy looks like he went to finishing.
He looks like
school.
He's empty inside.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he went to finishing school at Goldman Sachs. I mean, like he was born, came straight out of the womb in a 3-piece suit, and went straight to Goldman Sachs. I mean, he just looks kind of scummy. He's got that. He's got that like smarmy smile. It's like he's got that fucking Martin Shkreli smile, where it's just like it's not hitting his eyes. There's nothing going on in the eyes. It's all in the mouth.
Man.
It's just like, oh, dude.
He's definitely fintech bro.
Yeah.
Fintech. I bet he owns a bunch of Wu-Tang albums too.
You know what's funny is these are the people who say, "Oh yeah, San Francisco's dead. We're all leaving," and all the people who made San Francisco amazing are like, "Good, get the fuck out of here. You're ruining it.
Yeah,
and you've been ruining it for the last 20 years. We don't want you here. We never wanted you here."
Yeah. Well, the thing that bothers me about people saying like, "Yeah, we're leaving San Francisco. It's a shithole." It's like, so you're abandoning it. Really?
Yeah.
Like the city that you lived in, that you brought so much value to, apparently, when you were here, it's just, you're just going to abandon it with all the drug abuse and homelessness and, it's pretty sad.
They pretty much created.
Yeah. I won't disagree with that. People moved in, they bought up property. They made it really expensive, and I wish there was another way that I could. I wish there was another way that I could frame that and not say, "Oh, it was really their fault," but it was. It kind of was. It's just a bunch of landlords and housing developers, Yeah. And of course, it doesn't help that we had like a drug epidemic in this country.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But not everyone on the street is drug addict. There's a lot of them, and it's very, very, it's very, very in your face in San Francisco. You'll see needles out on the street. You'll see people who, it's a sad thing.
Yeah.
So now
it kind
all
of
the
reminds me of New York in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, I think so. I never went to New York in the 80s and 90s, but it kind of does I do get that vibe from movies where it's just like everything is like the danger feels very there's a threat in the city. You can feel the desperation and like it doesn't feel safe. Yeah.
Which is
all
sad.
right. Well, we just wanted to come in. We wanted to come in and do a quick little take to lift your spirits a little bit.
Because we talk about drug addicts in San Francisco,
drug addicts,
a crumbling
and
town,
Ripple crashing. Yeah, but the good news is that Bitcoin is going up as we all expected. Why? Because Wall Street companies are making it go up. Really, that's the reason.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Well, I'm curious when these houses are gonna sell. I mean, when is MicroStrategy going to be like, I think we're done? I think that he said that guy said that they were going to hold it for 100 years, which I think is a bunch of bullshit. But I don't know. Maybe
if I heard the guy investing my money say that, I would pull my money out.
Yeah. And by the way, if you're new to crypto, a bunch of rich guys saying that they're buying Bitcoin because they believe it's going to be worth a whole lot more in the future does not mean it's going to go up. In fact, rich people have been doing that for a really long time all throughout 2018 and 2019, rich people like what are some of those hedge fund guys that came in like 2018 that or came in at the top in 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even just
all these guys
recently
come in.
with Sun from Japan, that guy who ended up losing like hundreds of millions of
Oh
dollars
yeah,
because he bought at
yeah.
14,000
But
and then it
like,
went back down to 9 and he sold and
yeah,
he lost a ton of money and
yeah,
then
yeah,
it went up
totally.
to
Like someone
4,000.
like Mike Novogratz is gonna say, oh, don't just because someone like Mike Novogratz, who it's just a hedge fund
Yeah.
dude, but these billionaires, they they say the price is going to go up, and it probably will, but it could crash any minute. Just because Grayscale is buying up all the Bitcoin does not mean it's going to go up.
And then overcharging for it. That's a crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that to me, that's a scam right there. How do people fall for that? They're charging twice as much for to get into it, and then they turn around and take the difference and buy more Bitcoin with it. And it's just like
That
that's
is
that's
crazy.
that's a perfect scam. I don't understand. Like, I should just start going to people and say, "I'll hold on to your Bitcoin for me, for you, and I'll guarantee it or something like somehow." And
Yeah.
say, "Just give me 30,000 for one Bitcoin, and I'll buy you Bitcoin." And just take the
That's
difference and
basically
buy
what
more
they.
Bitcoin for myself. It just
So
seems like
I feel like we're irrationally hard on Bitcoin on this show. Like every single day, every single episode, we rail against it. We like. I mean,
well, that's not
yeah. The
Bitcoin's
reason.
fault. Like
Oh, I don't know. I mean, but I
nothing we're
mean, like,
talking shit is
I'm.
Bitcoin's fault.
Well, I feel like when people listen to the show, they just hear us. I don't. People listen to us and they're like, "Oh, those guys just love hating on crypto. They love hating on Bitcoin." It's like, okay, yeah, but okay, we've been here for like 2 years trying to find the answers to why Bitcoin works well, why crypto is a good space, and we just keep on finding more reasons why it's ass
What's
backwards
awful?
and it's
It's
terrible.
toxic.
Like, I'm serious. Like, I want to find. I want to find the good stuff, and instead I find Grayscale, which a lot of Bitcoin people think is a really bullish thing, that this company is buying up all the Bitcoin in the world, but they're turning around and selling it for 50% more to the next dumb person who will come around and buy it. And
That is
it's a
literally that's a pyramid scheme. That's
yeah, I don't know.
you have to
It's not
find a
really a pyramid
sucker.
scheme. It's what do you call it? It's the next loser. It's you got to find the greater fool is what it is. It's 100%
Well,
greater fool.
here's the thing: we don't know what exactly they're doing. What they could be doing. I don't know. I don't know. Somebody out there probably knows, and so if you know the answer, scream and yell at me on Twitter. They could easily be buying it and then selling it for more to their clients, and then like waiting for the price to crash, buying it back from them, selling it more to their clients. And in my mind, the first thing I wonder is what's that word for if somebody's investing on your behalf, they have to put your interests ahead of theirs. I forget there's a term for it, and
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what it's called.
oh, I'm blanking on it. And I'm
That's a
wondering if
very,
Grayscale
very.
is that type of investment company, or if
I
they're
don't
allowed to
know.
put their own interests ahead of their clients.
It's a tough one. I don't exactly know what that law means because it seems like there's a lot of gray area in there. Like, well, what's good for me is also good for you, but it must mean something very specific.
Yeah,
So,
you can't trade against your clients ever.
oh, I see.
If you
Yeah,
get caught trading against your client, you're disbarred. You can go to jail.
yeah, that
So
makes
because
sense.
that's what a lot of the banks were doing on Wall Street during the Great Recession, is they were taking stuff that they had bought, they knew it was going to shit, they turned around, told their clients it was AAA, and sold it to them, even though they knew it was garbage, because they wanted to get it off their books.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Well, I gotta get going. So, but thanks for tuning into this short episode where we just kind of check in to say, hey, and Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas in the crypto space. Hope y'all get
Merry Christmas. I hope you don't lose all your money on XRP.
There must be a Christmas coin. There's a Jesus coin. So
I wonder if it still exists.
I hope you all get Jesus coin in your stockings this year. A Hanukkah coin. Is there Jesus coin could also be a Hanukkah coin, I guess.
Yeah.
He was Jewish. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Michael, you want to hit stop?
Sure.